Hey guys, what's up? Calling for the storm here, bringing you another Madden 16 Draft Champions video. Today we're going to hop into another offline draft ourselves a team, and then play some games, and hopefully get a 3-0 record and get ourselves a good reward pack. Open that up and see what we get. So let's jump right on into this draft. Playing against the computer, I beat the computer the first time, or I went 3-0 the first time with a good passing game, and then I went 2-1, building my team around the run game. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to focus on the pass game, see if maybe that trend continues. Because if you don't go 3-0 against the computer, you don't get any of the draft badges. So let's go ahead and take Jordy Nelson right off the bat. Pretty good pickup there for the offense. On defensively, we're going to look at the secondary though for sure. It's still something that you need to focus on. Jermaine Kearse, great spec catch, decent speed, and pretty good catch in traffic and jump. He's probably wouldn't be a bad choice for a number 2, even a number 3 if we find somebody else a little better. I think Nelson can hold it down for now, and I think we'll have better options than Kearse though. So let's take Stewart. Let's work on that secondary a little bit. Ooh, okay, so Kenny Stills, pretty solid all-around stats. Marcus Gilbert, decent blocking stats. Nothing crazy though that jumps out at you, but he can definitely run block and pass block. So definitely consider him. And then Teddy Bridgewater for my Vikings. Good throw accuracy, short, pretty good throw power. Medium and deep are decent as well, and pretty good throw on the run. I think that's an important one there. I kind of want to take Bridgewater, but I'm sure we'll find a better quarterback along the way. I'd like at least like maybe an 83 overall plus quarterback. So let's take Gilbert. Let's work on the offensive line a little bit. All right, here we go. A couple of good linemen. Upati's got great run blocking, not so good on the pass block. And then Wagner is the complete opposite. So if we're building around the pass game, I'd like to take Wagner, obviously, but we already have a right tackle. So I think I might end up taking Joe Flacco here. Pretty good medium and deep. Throw accuracy, obviously great throw power. Yeah, since we're building around the pass, I don't really want Upati on the line there with the 77. So let's go Joe Flacco at quarterback. Now we have somebody who can get Jordy Nelson the ball. Ooh, here we go. And we get another good run-blocking left guard. Really good left end in Cameron Wake, or a really good left outside linebacker in Justin Houston. Got to work on the defense a little bit. Let's take Justin Houston. He'll be pretty good for us there at linebacker. Okay, Terrell Suggs. Not bad. Luke Kuechly, one of my favorite defensive players. And then Joe Thomas, who's got great blocking stats. Would be a great left tackle for us. But it's really hard to pass up Luke Kuechly. 96 tackle, 95 play rec, 97 pursuit. 82 zone is good as well. Tough to pass up on Kuechly. I think I'm going to take... Nah, I'm going to take Kuechly. Let's take Luke Kuechly at middle linebacker. So really have no interest in linebackers the rest of the way, unless it's somebody who's just going to kind of blow us away. And look at this. This is a pretty good kind of secondary option as opposed to Joe Thomas. 91 run block here, or sorry, 91 pass block for Dwayne Brown. Lamar Miller, not too worried about a running back, even though he's got some pretty good stats on him there. And then Doug Baldwin. Pretty even stats all the way down. Would definitely be a pretty good slot receiver if we could find one more good one. So I'm going to take, let's take Brown.
Kind of a tough one to analyze there.
So here we go, round number 8. Clay Matthews, no need for him. Everson Griffin, great right end, or Reggie Nelson. We do not need a free safety, so let's take Everson Griffin. Work on that defensive line a little bit. We could use a corner here at some point. Alex Mack, 91 run, 85 pass block. Ryan Matthews wouldn't be a bad option at running back. Joe Staley, we have no need for a left tackle. So Mack or Matthews, we haven't really built around a running game. especially with our offensive line. We've been focusing on their pass block stats, so not sure I want to take Matthews here just because we're not going to run the ball often. But I would also like somebody who can get the job done if we do need to run the ball and kind of kill the clock a little bit. So, bit of a tougher decision here. I don't want to go overkill on the offensive line. Let's take. I think we'll get another running back. Let's take Alex Mack. I think there'll be at least one more running back that we can consider here in the final 6 rounds.
And now is where you need to make these.
All right, don't need Thomas Davis, Kyle Williams on the defensive line, or Morgan Burnett at strong safety. The only problem with Morgan Burnett is he has pretty bad zone coverage. He's more or pretty bad coverage altogether. He's more shutting down on the run a little bit, which if I'm going to get somebody to shut down the run, I might as well just take Kyle Williams. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to move on to round number 11 now. There we go. There's a running back for us. Brandon Cooks. Be a pretty good receiver with 95 speed. 87 catch, 88 spec catch. Pretty good for Cooks. Bernard would be a pretty good option at halfback, and no need for Alex Smith. So I feel like we'll get another receiver in the final 4 rounds. I'm hoping for a legend, either Joe. Let's take Giovanni Bernard. Get our halfback just in case we need to run that clock out. And there's another great wide receiver there, Demaryius Thomas. Would love to have he and Nelson on the outside. Vollmer, no need there. Great stats though for Marshall Yanda. Tough not to take him, but I think we focused enough attention on the offensive line that I'm okay with a couple holes there at the 2 guard positions. Let's go with Demaryius Thomas and just solidify our passing game. And now we have 2 great threats through the air. And this is actually a perfect next choice. Julius Thomas, a great tight end option in the pass game. Don't need Alfred Morris, and we also don't need Tyron Smith. So Julius Thomas is a huge pickup as well. It gives us that 3rd option to pass to. And now if we can find probably a corner here in the last round is going to be huge. Don't really need a free safety. So let's take Poe and Williams up the middle. A couple of big boys there to shut them down. And we don't find a corner. We do get Terrell Davis, who's a great running back. If you haven't used him yet, do it. He's amazing. Shannon Sharp, don't really need him with Julius Thomas. I mean, we could run 2 tight end sets and have a great combo there. And not really needing a center either. So kind of leaning towards Terrell Davis. Just makes the most sense in the situation. So let's go with that. Didn't get as much defense as I would have liked. I don't think we got any corners. So we might be in some trouble defending the pass. But offensively, I think we can throw. We can compete with anyone through the air. So we will see how that goes. But the defense only is 79 overall. So could have some trouble there. Here's your offensive line. We didn't pick up anybody huge, but we definitely made it looks good to me. Got a couple holes there at guard, but not too worried about it. We spread the wealth out a little bit more at the skilled positions. Julius Thomas at tight end, Demaryius Thomas and Jordy Nelson at receiver. They've got Bernard at the 3rd receiver, which is pretty interesting, which is fine by me with Terrell Davis at halfback. We don't obviously need Bernard there. Joe Flacco will be able to get these guys the ball no problem, so happy there. And then defensively, a couple great linebackers, a couple of great defensive linemen. Everson Griffin's really good off the end. Obviously, didn't get any corners, didn't get a strong safety, but I'm hoping that our pass-heavy offense will be able to basically just outscore the other team in a kind of a shootout situation. So that is the team. I'm going to go ahead and jump into these games, and I will bring you guys back to check out our reward pack. All right, guys, we ended up going 3-0. We won our first 2 games by a combined score of 38-0, so no trouble in the first 2 rounds, and then we ended up winning the last game 17-14 on a last-second field goal. So a little tougher there against that last opponent, but we do get our gold solo reward pack. So let's jump on into Ultimate Team and see what we get. Don't care about that. All right, so we should for sure get our draft champions badge. We get 100 quick sell, 125 quick sell. All right, some silvers, another quick sell, another quick sell, another silver, and there is our draft champions badge. All right, cool. I'd like it, you know, in the gold solo reward pack if they would give you a gold card, like a gold player, but that's all right. We'll take our coins for sure. Giving us 450, that helps us out. Now up above 58K, so can afford a pretty wide variety of players. So not going to use any of these guys, but definitely will use this. So that is going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave it a like. If you're interested in some more Madden 16 content, including Draft Champions, Ultimate Team, and even some franchise maybe down the road, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I do appreciate everybody who stuck around and watched the video. That's it from me. I will see you guys later.